How's it going, everybody? It's Regan Sample, your Longmont Realtor. Today I am with Virginia and Nicholas, the owners of St. Nix Collectibles, Toys, and Antiques. So I'm super excited for them to take some time to tell us about their store. It's not like any toy store I've been in before, so thanks for taking the time, you guys.
Absolutely.
And yeah, tell us about your store and what made you want to open.
Well, we started out doing, trading cards and t-shirts and things like that, and it just wasn't very fun, and I always loved the nostalgia of just seeing stuff from your childhood and bringing back those old memories and things like that. And so it was just more of a, I started out buying t-shirts and trading cards, and people would be like, hey, you want to buy my toys, you want to buy my collectibles or whatever too. And at first I was like, nah, and then I started buying collections as well of toys and collectibles and stuff like that. And I just really enjoyed it a lot more. I enjoyed people getting excited over seeing stuff that they remembered from their childhood.
Yeah.
I've had people break down in tears over seeing stuff that brought back good memories.
Oh,
and
wow.
I've seen people just laughing. We'll have people come in here that you can tell they're just having a bad day, and then you'll hear them walking around chuckling about stuff. So it just totally changes like people's personas.
That's cool.
It's just fun. Like you don't walk in here and ever like have a bad attitude. You usually come in here and you find something, you see something, even if you're not into this stuff, like you don't collect it, most times you come in here and see stuff that you're like, oh my gosh, I remember this as a kid, or oh my gosh, I remember that as a kid. So it's just a lot of fun. It's something not everybody gets to do, and I just like that it totally changes people's personas, and it helps keep that history alive.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of history behind toys and collectibles and plushies, stuffed animals, stuff like that. So
It's funny you say that because I'm not a collector, but when I first came in, I was noticing things that I remembered, like me and my siblings playing with, and that feeling of nostalgia, like, oh yeah, this was fun, and like my sister loving Care Bears or whatever it is, and like so. I guess so. You've been open a year now. You're downtown. Yeah. What have you been finding is something surprised you since you opened?
Oh gosh, just the different people we get coming in here. It's just so much variety in what people like and their style that they wear and just their personalities. It's just amazing. And they come in and they talk to us and then they come back, and we've had a couple of younger kids that used to come in all the time that would come in and tell us they were moving, and so that was just really special that they felt like they needed to come tell us that. So that's been really surprising to me, that just all the different people that just come in is just amazing.
That's cool. That sounds really fun. And I think one thing that I guess surprised me coming in here is you see collectibles, antiques on the outside on a sign, but there's also a lot of stuff that's brand new and contemporary modern stuff right now too.
Yeah. So how we do things here is we're a complete secondhand store. So we don't do any retail. So when you're buying people's collections, you tend to get a little bit of both. You get vintage stuff because that's what people collect, but then they'll buy the newer stuff that's coming out as well. So it's more of like, yes, we tend to, probably 80% of the store is stuff that they don't make anymore. But when you're buying collections and you're buying estates and stuff, you tend to get some of the probably 20-30% is stuff that's come out in the last 10 years as well.
Sure.
So it's a little bit of both, but yeah. And the crazy thing about us and people that blows their minds a lot of times is we have a lot of stuff that goes back 50, 60 years. It's still brand new in the box. Wow. It's still brand new in the package. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. And one thing about us is we love building relationships with people. So we love people coming in here. That's one thing we hate about COVID was everybody wearing masks. You can't see people's faces. You can't get bulldozers.
We
had people come in here 5 times. You'd be like, hey, have you been in before? Yeah, we've been here like 6 times before. Like, yeah, so it's really good to be able to see people's faces, build those relationships.
And you get to see them smile when they come in and see all the stuff that they have. Like, so we're down here on the 300 block on Main Street. We're at St. Nix Collectibles, Toys, Antiques. And right before we started, you were telling me other places people can find you as well.
Yeah, so we have a website which is just St. Nix Store. St. Nix is with an X instead of CKS, so stnixstore.com. You can check us out if you just type in St. Nix Store on Facebook or Instagram. You'll find us. Twitter, we're on pretty much every social media. But if you stop by the store, we have a QR code card, and we have a QR code outside of our window. If you walk by, you can scan and get all those social media links as well. And almost everything in the store is online, and we ship throughout the United States for free. So no matter where you're at, we'll ship it to you.
See, there you go. So that was one thing too that you're mentioning is it's not just what's in these walls here. There's product and items beyond this. So check out the websites. Holidays are coming up, and they'll ship to all the people that you know. So if someone has nostalgia for Woody Woodpecker or whatever that is, you're going to find something that they're not going to find anywhere else. So especially for those hard to shop people.
Yeah.
And just kind of thinking right now, people you're like, what the hell am I going to get them? you're gonna find something. So check out their store, come down in person, get to meet them, and awesome family-owned business here downtown.
Yeah, it's definitely fun. Like you were saying, the hard to find people. We had a guy come in the other day. We had an old action figure from the '90s, and in the package, and him and his brother used to play with that exact action figure. He's like,
That's
"Oh my
cool.
gosh, this will be the best thing to get my brother for Christmas." He said it'll bring back so many good memories.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that type of stuff you're gonna find stuff like that here.
That's awesome. So hey, thanks again, Jimmy and Nicholas, and come and check out St. Nick's downtown in Longmont.